Whew. What happened to my eyebrows? Guess what, people? I just left the sheriff department investigation unit building. I think that's what it's called. I just did a polygraph task. Oh, that was kind of intense. If you've never done it before, it's kind of pretty cool. I was kind of like, hell, part of me is like, hell, if I don't pass the polygraph test, I don't even mind. I'm just glad that I experienced it. It's pretty cool. They put a strap on your chest, like two of them, one upper and lower, and then two pulse oximeter right on your index finger and ring finger, and then a cuff, a blood pressure cuff. And then they have that cuff tight the whole time. I think I did 4 sessions. You take a break in between, like a 2-minute, 3-minute break in between. But anyway, so yeah, they explain you at the very beginning what they're gonna ask. They spent the gentleman that did a polygraph explained to me what is it about, explained to me what kind of questions, explained to me the type of questions they're gonna ask and what they meant by that. For example, like if they ask you, have you ever committed a crime, they're thinking like major crime, murder, arson, rape, all that kind of stuff. Nothing like jaywalking or running a speed limit or running a red light. That's, if you're thinking about that, is that a crime, or have I punched somebody on a fight, is that a crime? They're not thinking about that. They're thinking about major crime. So if you're thinking about those other things that you did, it will change your physical ability, your pulse, your breathing, this and that, and they might think, oh, something's wrong with that question. They're gonna keep on asking you that question, so that's not what they meant. So if they said, have you ever committed a major crime, that's what they meant, and you should relax, and so you don't mess up with that's basically the kind of stuff. Like one of the questions was, have you committed a sexual act crime? They mean is rape and child molestation and all that kind of stuff. But if you're like, you had sex in a car, and then, in public, is that a crime? Well, it's not really, because you didn't, for example, like you go in your parking lot or something like that. You don't really want people to see you, but you just do it in the car with your girlfriend or something like that. And but if you did that where people are gonna watch you and people are watching you while you're doing it, yeah, then that's a crime. That's what they meant. So any little things, like that, they're not what they're looking for. So if you're thinking about those, it will mess up with your reading. So they have to explain to you what they meant by that. Anyway, first of all, before it was stupid of me. Before it started, I kind of got yelled at. It's my fault. I took it lightly. I forgot that polygraph, it's also part of an interview. And people, if you're applying for any job, I guess, any part of that process of a job, you have to dress for an interview. Suit, tie, all that stuff. And look at what the fuck I'm wearing. I feel embarrassed showing up like this, but I don't know what it meant when they said casual, but it says business casual. I either got a polo shirt, black pants, I didn't want to wear dress shoes, but I should have worn a tie, plain colored shirts. I wore a sleeveless because I just put on this jacket because it's cold right now. But I'm wearing a sleeveless because I read somewhere that they're gonna put like a blood pressure cuff and all that stuff, and you shouldn't wear something thick that they couldn't put the sensors on you. So I just wear a short sleeve shirt, and I didn't even think of a color. It's stupid. Anyway, yeah, but the guy was cool. He just said, hey, we're about the same my age. I'm not gonna, you know, sugarcoat it for you, but you know, normally he said that they would just tell people, okay, get the fuck out, you know, you're not ready to be a cop, or you're not ready for this job, you're not even dressed right. So he said he could have just kicked me out, but you know, I don't know, for some reason he took pity on me, because I'm an older guy. But anyway, yes, do not do that. I'm still, you know what, during the polygraph, that's what I was thinking about. What the fuck am I wearing? Why am I wearing this? You know, I felt embarrassed, not wearing the proper attire on an interview, because I just thought it's not an interview, and it's a polygraph. You know, it's, but again, he was right. Anything that you do in this process is an interview. You know, you could be just dropping off a piece of paper and then leave. They're still looking at you from head to toe, and your character, the way you dress. And it's true, the way you dress tells a person about their character. So yeah, you should be dressed in the proper attire, and I'm dumb and stupid for not doing it. So if you guys are gonna learn from this video, wear a goddamn suit. Women dress nicely for an interview. And it's 7 o'clock in the morning. There was I got a phone call the other day saying that they have a mix in scheduling. So my appointment was supposed to be 10 a.m. They moved me to 7, and you know, it was early, man. I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you know. So thank God, at least I got a good night's sleep, you know. But yeah, it's, I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, yeah, dress nicely. Anyway, the polygraph test was good. There was 2 ways that he did it. One that you say yes or no answer. The other one is you nod, and then you shake your head slightly like this. Say yes, say no, like that. I think because the way I answered the questions, before I say no or yes, I take a deep breath. No, I say like that, or yes. And when you take a deep breath, it's also a sign of being nervous or being not truthful, or it messes up the reading. And I guess from time to time I say yes, I say no. By the way, they repeat the same question over and over again to see if you're consistent. You know, for example, if they say, have you ever committed a crime? And sometimes you read wrong, sometimes you read, so they keep on asking. So they're trying to see if you're consistent, you know. So I think that's what it is. I could be wrong, man. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to understand how they're doing it. But they ask you the same question over and over again. I think he said 13 questions that they asked, but I can't remember exactly how many. I just know that they repeated questions. I think I did it 4 times. I don't know if you actually supposed to do it 4 times. I think he made me do the no words, yes or no, just nodding and shaking your head for no, yes. And again, because probably I was reading wrong, I was inconsistent reading when I'm saying yes or no, because of the way I breathe. And he shouldn't have said that, because now the whole time I was concentrating on my breathing. Yeah, so it was pretty cool. I got here about half an hour early. You should always show up early on in an interview. Never show up on time. I know what they say. If you show up on time, you're already late. If you show up late, and if you show up early, you're on time. If you show up on time, you're already late. Something like that. But anyway, show up like half an hour before your interview, because you never know. Because like when I got here this morning, there was no parking, and actually I parked one spot, and then thank God I read it right away. The sign that says no parking from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. So right away I parked across the street. So it says there 4 p.m. 6 p.m. If you're going for LA Sheriff Department, park on the other side of the street of the Polygraph building. Do not park on the same side of the building, because you will get a ticket or you get towed. Yeah, it says here from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No stopping, no parking. So don't park there. You're going to get a ticket or get towed. Park across the street if your interview is in the morning. It says here you cannot park or stop between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. So you can park on this side of the street. It's easy to get to. It's not that traffic if you're trying to go in the morning. Maybe because of the pandemic. That's probably why. But, you know, when the pandemic stops, it's probably pretty busy. This is considered around downtown LA. So, yeah. So it was pretty cool. I was kind of excited to be there. But, yeah. They did ask, by the way, do you really want to be a sheriff cadet? I don't know why, but, man, they asked that like 4 times, 5 times. And sometimes twice in the same session. Again, I did 4 sessions. Take a break, and they ask you a bunch of questions again, and then take a break like that. I guess to see if you have a consistency. They're not gonna. He said before they used to tell you after the polygraph if you pass or fail, but right now they don't do that anymore because depends on who's reviewing it. So whoever review it, if they say you fail, and then if he tells me here I pass, then they're gonna be like, oh, the first guy who told me I pass, or the other way around. The other guy say, oh, you think you fail, and then somebody reviews it and say that I pass, then they'll be like, okay, the other guy told me I failed. So they're not gonna do that anymore. So basically, ultimately, whoever reviews it is the final say. It doesn't matter what he says, it's final say. So he said I did pretty good. You know, I did in my favor. So I guess he's trying to tell me that I passed without telling me I passed, you know. But yeah. And then after this, they're supposed to do an investigation and then physical exam, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So I'm not very close to that. And they were actually surprised that I didn't do my polygraph test when I before physical. They said usually you do your polygraph and then physical, but in LAPD I did physical first, and I haven't even done polygraph. So this is my first polygraph test, you know. And let's see what else. Yeah, and it was kind of cool, and I can't wait to go home and tell Heather, my wife, what it's all about. It was kind of cool and exciting, especially if you've never done polygraph. I like technology, shit like that. But anyway, yeah. When you go and do your polygraph, calm down, tell the truth. You know, it's better if you tell 100% truth. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't tell everything truth because I just didn't feel like it's irrelevant. I just feel like it's irrelevant, I should say. You know, like. But one of them I told the truth. You know, have you ever stolen anything? Yeah, when I was like little, I stole like some toy or something like that. You know, and I said worth $2. I'm pretty sure, because I don't remember 100%. I'm pretty sure I stole more than that, but I'm not gonna say that because I don't really remember. You know, like that. I didn't really, you know, and. They ask you how many times have you done drugs, you know, and I can't really tell you the numbers because I said yes, I'd done marijuana in college, but I don't really remember how many times, you know. So I just gave a number 10 or less, you know, or more than 15 or something like that. They want to know boundaries on how much have you done it. 100 times, you know. So but I can't really tell you. I would say 100 times, but I don't remember. So to me, I wasn't a big smoker when I was in college. I don't even remember buying my own weed. It's just I smoked it because a friend of mine has it. So I can say 10 or less, you know, because I wasn't high all the time. I only get high during a party and not always during the party, you know. And only if somebody has it, I take a puff, that's it. It's not like I have a whole joint right in my mouth and finish a whole joint. So I don't really think I did more than 10, you know, but whatever. So like I said, I didn't tell the whole truth, but it's just to the best of my ability. So if I were you, if you're a kind of person who gets nervous really easily under pressure, just tell the truth. so you'll never be nervous, you know. Again, please, people out there, if you're trying to apply to be a cop, I am, and don't try to be a cop if you know you're not worthy. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is don't cheat your way into it. You know, one of the reasons that I want to be a cop, or if I'm trying to be a cop, is because I think I'm a good person, and I think I can make a change. I think I can do better than a lot of bad people that I've heard in the news, that we've seen in the news. And I know I could do better, and so that's why I want to be a cop. But if I, in any of this process, like my colorblind thing, I'm gonna try to see if I can pass, because I want to do my best. You know, I wanna, if I can appeal it, I'll appeal it. But if final say, like I said, next week I'm gonna do a I appealed it, and they told me I can redo my eye test. And if I failed it, then it's not meant to be. You know, I'm not gonna fight over it. You know, if I have really that bad of a colorblind, and it would make me a bad cop, or someday I might, you know, accidentally told them the perpetrator is wearing black shirt, or I mean a gray shirt, whatever, this and that, and I gave the wrong description, and then somebody got killed, somebody went to jail, somebody got hurt, you know, whatever, because of what I did. It would haunt me forever, and I wouldn't want to be a cop that way, you know. So if you committed a crime, if you lie your way into it, don't do that, man. You know, like I said, you know, it's not for everybody. And when you become a cop, you should be 100% committed to it, and you should be a good person if you want to be a cop. It's a big responsibility, and I wouldn't want to take it if I am not ready, or if I'm not the right person for it. But I'm just trying to do my best to see if I'm qualified. That's all. All right. If you have any questions, I don't know if I covered everything about Polygraph, but I'll tell you whatever I remember. But again, it was pretty cool. And again, you know, just tell the truth during Polygraph. If you guys are going to police academy, trying to apply, you know, just tell the truth. You know, don't lie about it, and you'll be a better person for it. You know what I'm saying? All right. So you guys be cool. If you have any questions, give me some comments. If you don't, it's cool. Just give me a thumbs up, whatever. But I'm just making these videos just to inform people, or just to let me know what I do, if you're interested on things that I do. All right, man. See you later. Bye.